WeArEuS, and this is not where I left the game, but I think I recognize the area. So, last episode we did some main story dodging, but then ran out of stuff to do, which is kind of awkward because you need other stuff to do to main story dodge, right? What is that? I don't know. I like not knowing. Let's find out. What am I looking at here? I don't like this. I was sure I was going to die there. That's annoying. Is it? I don't know why it's lagging like this. No wonder. I also don't have... There we go. All of this electricity they're producing is actually doing them more harm than me. By the way, that's the ice spike we got from Balroth? Yeah, Balroth last episode. Also, I'm wielding the Soul Spear we got last episode as well. I wonder what would happen. God dang it, man. It's lagging hard. And it shouldn't be. This is probably because I spent like the past hour going through several different Steam store pages. Apparently, they have a new feature. I don't know how new it is. I don't typically look at Steam. There's a feature, put it that way, called the personal calendar. I looked at it. No, I glanced at it, and there was stuff on it that interested me. I hate that part. I hate that it was right, but I can appreciate that it was right as well. And so I continue to appreciate it for, like I said, about an hour or so. And so that's probably what's going on here. If it continues to be this bad, I'm just going to restart. I'll probably just restart GeForce Now entirely. But let's get this place cleared out, and if it continues to misbehave, then I'll just restart it. Really? Get in my bag. As you can see in the top right, I've been eating hundreds of these flying rats. What's this? Camel cricket? Never mind. Well, the map says there isn't any loot worth my time, so we'll just move on. There we go. I don't know what to do with these bugs now that they're in my bag, but I don't like that. Okay, we're getting parts. The problem is, okay. This is the region I spent my time in after the end of last episode. And I've been running around here messing with all of the stuff, like I was over here, for example. You can do stuff here. I just don't know what. I need to remember to mark this. This is something you can do, but I don't remember. Is it here? It might be here. Oh, right. I also, well, I don't want to spoil it. If you just haven't if you just haven't played the game for whatever reason and you haven't been in this particular region, or that's not. If you haven't played this game before, this region has some interesting things to see. Lots of bugs on the map. And wait. How? Oh, it turned off before. And now they just jump in the bag. The first time I came here, they were extremely annoying. Oh, that's right. That's what this weapon's for. You actually need to be able to hit something to trigger that effect. As long as I keep my inventory clear, I can keep absorbing things. Well, I can keep getting the cogs and stuff these guys are dropping. It's kind of annoying having to restart the bag, but it's got a pretty wide range, so wait. Seems to be struggling to pick up the things. I'm not worried about cog wheels, though. exactly are these guys coming from? I feel like I should have destroyed that bunker. I have to remember, this weapon thrives off of me using the light attacks. Let me go deal with that bunker I saw. I guess it's just not working, which is fine. I really wish the goddamn bag wasn't on cooldown when that wave came in. Alright, so the wave you're seeing is every single one of the crescent things we got from the bosses we fought a few episodes ago. The full moon, half moon, crescent moon, abyss gear. There we go. I put all of those on the soul sphere. I even took some upgrades off of something else to put it on the soul. No, I didn't. No, look, that's why. The soul spear just comes with 26 attack. So that's why I did. Okay, now I understand. So I took the abyss gear off of these things. I haven't actually been to town, because once I found this area, I wanted to stay here. So, yep. Right, I took that off of that to put it on the other sword. I was going to, the idea, at least until I saw the weapon's attack, was to take the take the upgrades off of the thorn here, which it looks exactly like. Not entirely a fan of that. They could have given this soul spear a completely different model. I don't know why they didn't, but we move on. Now, I want to take the upgrades off of this and put them up, because you can see, with 6 upgrades, this is at 25 attack. But the soul spear starts at 26 with no extra upgrades. That's tremendous. I probably have enough material to actually upgrade it to this point, but I don't use this spear as it is. The only thing that matters on it are the 2 abyss gear that you can actually activate yourself. I still find myself to not be a fan of ones you can't immediately activate. Oh, by the way, this only has 4 slots for abyss gear rather than 6, or I think it's 5 that spears typically have. Yeah. I still like that spear, so it gets to stay and keep its upgrades. The soul spear, though, is just a reminder of past conquests. I'm just waiting for these guys to drop their weapons. Well, maybe the weapons themselves aren't electrocuted, or electrified, I should say. There we go, we activated it in the middle of an attack. Hold that for me. Oh! Oh, they all just died. That's cool. It's weird, but that's cool. Now, there's probably loot here somewhere. Hold that. Get in the bag. I'm trying to keep an eye out for walls that might... There we go. It is a pain in the neck trying to activate that thing. I thought it was azurite. I didn't think I was correct, though. Hey! Mother fricking. The only Reaper. Rapier. Why did I say Reaper? Okay, that's probably all this one has. But I'm glad I found it. Oh, I almost missed this. Of course. So, these things come from... These come from mantis robots. They're not easy to kill. They're actually a pain in the butt to fight. Like, it's bad. To make matters worse, you're also contending with the little rats flying around, so not great. But incomplete masterpiece. I mean, it's got a unique name. That is obviously something. So this looks like the problem here is I would like to actually see the weapon itself and its full model, but I don't have a means to do that. Because from the look of it, it appears to just be the head of a great axe. Which means there are other parts to this weapon that I need to find. And since I only spent my time out here, as you can see, based on the order of date, I found this out here somewhere, which means the rest of the parts for this are out here somewhere as well. And I would love to make that the mission of today's episode, but given I don't have any idea where I found it, I have no idea where to look. So that presents no, we actually need water. That stuff's a little too rare. Drop junk on the ground that we're likely just going to get out of this chest. I'll take that. I was expecting there to be a secret door that we have to, or a secret wall that we might have had to latch onto and use the focus palm on. But not here. No, not here. Okay, let's see. I was not aware I had wandered that far. Yeah, so I've been all over these places. The thing I'm thinking about, I was not thinking at the time, so I don't know if it's a full puzzle or what, but I can't interact with whatever it is, and it annoys me. Let's see what's over this way. I think I remember guys coming from this direction. That's interesting. I do want to head up there as well. Actually, I think that's sort of where we have to go anyway, but first... died there. So there's a boss here. Mother fricking... Dressed like a conquistador, huh? Gotcha. You can't beat the parry, buddy. Between the turning slash... Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing. Mother frecker. Yeah, it's worth it. Holy crap. I'm going to be honest, I didn't see it coming. We might have to take this guy seriously. Especially once he gets that spear. Him with the spear is disgusting. No, we'll retry it. Thing is, I want to swap off of the spear. But between the parry and the turning slash... he just doesn't have an opportunity to actually attack. What the frick? Oh, that's why. I have items that heal better, but I need the... I need the opportunity to be able to actually swap to them, and this guy's way too aggressive for that. Okay. I have to take him seriously with the... once he gets the spear. Mother fricker! Holy crap! He does so much damage. Do I have my armor equipped? Yeah, I have my armor on. It is absurd how much damage he does. I'm looking for my shield. I might have to use the one-handed sword and shield. I'm also going to need something that heals better. No, you don't. Alright, what's your next one? Come on, I know you've got one. Jeez. That guy's a freaking menace. And so is whoever the frick Marnie is for creating that bastard. Holy crap. Like, I probably could have dealt with his spear just like I did the sword, but God. That was actually rough. I had to whip out the fists to actually take care of him. Granted, I probably could have done it with the... What the frick is this mess on your back?
Hello there.
What? No. No hello there. What is this? Anyway, there should be loot in this area somewhere. I mean, surely I get one of those weapons, right? Right? Wouldn't mind having one of those. Good Lord. Okay, so we do have a number. Okay, so that's good. We do have that, at least. We'll go back to these for now. Alright. It was worth a try. Typically, if there are any spoils, they're in the immediate area, but...
Warm heart, stranger.
Move.
You have words for me.
Trying to find somewhere there might be a treasure chest if the guy didn't drop me anything. And yeah, I know I could check my inventory for something, but I'm trying to be thorough out here before I go in there. Because I'm also on the lookout for the hiding spots for any treasure chests. Just so I can get those on the map. Oh, I noticed the bugs aren't in here anymore. that. What else? Let's see. Wait. I saw it. Electro-Mecha Longsword. Oh, it's a longsword. That upsets me so deeply. Worse still, it only has 4 slots as opposed to the 5 they usually have. Based on the 3, I can already see how it's supposed to work. This effect deals lightning damage to the target. It's basically like the gloves, but, you know, it's a long sword. So, oh, but it does have 27 base attack. I'm tempted. Oh, good, I did lock. I don't remember. I think we got this during an episode, so it's probably fine. Unification immunity. That very concept frightens me. And for those of you who weren't here when we acquired this, the Soul Spear shoots the little orbs when you finish off a weakened enemy. Apparently, it does not work with... it doesn't just... It's annoying. It apparently only triggers when you actually do the finishing move there on an enemy, rather than on the last hit, or on the hit that kills them. If it just triggered on the hit that kills the enemy, it'd be so much better. It's just free damage for getting the job done, whereas the way it's set up now, it's basically just damage that sometimes happens if you do a pretty long animation before it. It's not really worth it. The great sword, on the other hand, or the long sword, on the other hand, I wish there were great swords in this game. Why aren't there? What a missed opportunity. Anyway, the long sword, on the other hand, its effect will always trigger so long as there's a charge. That's just so much better. It is just plain better. So I'm tempted to go and swap things around. But for now, where are we? You see, this area is still... So this area is still marked. I don't think I've actually been there before. No, I definitely have, because it's on the map. And why am I going to walk there when I have this here? I probably should have walked there now that I think about it. There's an entire chunk of map in between, an unexplored area, in between where I was and where we now are. I'm upset at myself. My only actual concern is if I can liberate this region of the... No, I probably can't. This is probably story related in some way. Actually, now that I see it, I'm pretty sure I've been to that beacon already, and I climbed to the top and lit it. Okay. Instead, let's go... Actually, how close are we to the other thing? They're out this way. Right? Surely I didn't make that up. Just activate the bag is not a... I understand. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where the cool thing I saw was. I think it was actually out here. Yeah, it's most likely all the way over there. And I don't want to go over there right now. So instead, let's go to this other thing I just marked to see if we... This place looks familiar. Put them all away. I did not come over here. I also don't know what this thing is shooting at. I've seen it fire. Okay, so the thing I was talking about earlier, the lever... That doesn't make any goddamn sense. The lever I couldn't pull is up here somewhere. Well, in here.
Not just rodents. Move the wounded to the rear.
Oh, I couldn't
The
talk
chief
to this
is
guy
working on a plan.
before.
We need to hold out until then.
I couldn't talk to this
The
guy
chief is
before.
working on a plan. We need to hold out until then.
So, here's the lever. And there's also this thing here. I vaguely remember this at the kiln where we make the cuckoo pots. I don't remember how that worked. I've tried everything to move this, and it's just not happening. Anyway, I see something else on the
Move
map.
the wounded to the rear.
And this is the real fun of this place. I can't activate this? Place seems powered. I would imagine the switch in there is what gets everything started, but I can't pull it. without more information, I don't know how to get this place to start running. Yeah, this is probably story related, which means we need to go. I mean, if the business with the Dark Witch was anything to go by, while I may be able to enter this area, doing anything of consequence is unlikely. Okay, since we're here anyway, even though it's only in passing, you may as well get to see what's going on in here. Gentlemen, behold! If you haven't watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force, you haven't lived. You should fix that. So, basically, this thing's pretty cool. You've got an EMP on the right shoulder. Press the wrong button. I don't know how that works entirely, if the sphere itself is, or the dome itself is the area of effect or what. But since the bugs that were outside but very close by didn't fall out of the air, probably. Alright, here we've got a couple of troublemakers. We can start showing off these things. Let's focus on the rapid fire gun until we get close enough to use the EMP. Oh, it actually has some knockback too. Not particularly useful versus anything that doesn't care. Then we also have suppressive fire, which is I don't know what these things are, but I don't like them being above me. So I bring them down. Right. The suppressive fire is interesting, but it doesn't seem to be particularly effective. You see? Or at least the rapid fire gun has the knockback. Also, I've taken hits, but the thing regenerates its armor, I would suppose you could call it. Oh, I guess we can actually try the EMP now, huh? They're dead. Nice. Now, I've tried the... Okay, that guy right there is the one who drops the EMP that I have in my inventory. But they're not affected by it, at least from what I've seen. I notice I'm being attacked, and it's not affecting my health any. Anyway, we also have a melee attack, apparently, on the right trigger. No, that's... Okay, I was pressing the left trigger. I'm an idiot. You can stop now. We'll have to find something of size to use that on. The mantises will absolutely junk this thing, and I hate that. even with how fast this thing regenerates its armor, it's... Why did... There we go. Oh, that's a much easier way of dealing with it. Right. So, now, if we were to go into the aim... What? This thing doesn't... Oh, this is a completely different model. This has the fist. Okay, so there are apparently two different versions of this thing, and this is the one with the fist. I like the other one better because the weapon that's on the right trigger is actually extremely powerful. Hey there, buddy. Wow, that did 30% of this thing's health. Ah, so... So this thing's... The rapid fire gun consumes stamina, which I did not notice. And it consumes it quickly. But it also regens fast enough. Yeah, I can't dodge that. Holy crap! You see what I'm saying, though? These things are disgusting. Now the robot did all of... What the frick is... The robot did all of the heavy lifting there. But you hopefully get the idea. Those are cool, and I like them. Also, we get mercury from the ants here, which is necessary for something. I don't remember what, but it is. Also, the ants, for some reason, really like having these things on their butts. It's weird. Probably sexual, and I make them stop. Yeah, I keep thinking I'm imagining it because you can kidnap these smaller ants with the backpack, just like you can the flying roaches. Disruptor. Oh, that's the EMP, right? Alright, the X I placed is silver. Okay. What's this? That's that. To the left there. Slurp, slurp. So is there anything of value we can acquire from here? see anything of value in there. I would love to just activate the backpack. Gate. Okay, let's keep... It looks like a city. Let's keep going this way. Hold on. Oh, good lord. What's that place? I don't think I've been in there. I've probably been past it, as you do. Okay. No, this is where I fought What's-His-Mug. Marnie's mechanical knight with the long sword. And then the spear. Let's not forget the spear. Part of me still thinks that there's a weapon hidden in there somewhere, but space is not that big. I would have seen it if there were. Let's see. Let's make it there. Chittering forest. I don't have... There we go. I was going to say I don't have the soul spear equipped, so using the... There it is. Using the turning slash with the spear doesn't really get me what I need. I was going to... The entire plan was to use... Wait, killing him killed the other ones? That actually upsets me. What? And yes, I still have the grossly inflated HP resulting from the trial we did a couple of episodes ago. I'm still bothered by that. 600 is all you need. I've made it this. I made it that far easily. Now, I say all of this because I'm thinking back to the fight against Marnie's little. Maybe I should catch a ride on this. I'm tempted to, but it's a little slow. Maybe we'll intro the next episode on the back of that thing. For now. Really? Just a regular everyday abyss cell. I need some super unique ones for making certain cuckoo gear, and I don't know where to get them, or how, or why. But I know that I must have them, so I must do everything I can to acquire them. Saw this. Yeah, there's definitely a memory fragment around here somewhere. Brass rose rapier. Maybe. It could be a mass-produced weapon, or it could be a pseudo-unique. I want to check up here to make sure there isn't a treasure chest. Because Lord knows that's where I would put one. The frick are you? That reminds me of Lies of P. There was a, I had a weapon that I showed extreme favoritism for because it did it all. It had, I believe it had a unique effect or something like that, and the fact that it could stagger was truly invaluable. Okay. If you haven't watched that playthrough, by the way, want to say you should go watch it. The only issue is because the game isn't. It not only isn't on GeForce now, but it wasn't when I recorded it. I had to play it locally on my own PC, which is not built for something like that, or frankly, anything at all. So there were issues playing the game. And those issues mainly revolved around the fact that sometimes assets just wouldn't load into the game because, oh right, there's a memory fragment around here somewhere. Assets just wouldn't load in. Oh, it's here.
Marnie made it. What does that mean when Britain's vanished from our tables?
I'll smash them so good, they'll never set foot in our village again.
If all these lumps of metal keep roaming about, we'll starve to death.
They aren't helping, they're harming us. Put an end to them.
There's one still moving over there. Tear off its arms and legs.
So how exactly are these things contributing to them starving? Seems more like a skill issue to me. If anything, they're keeping the really annoying stuff away. Right. So in the game, as I said, certain assets wouldn't load because, well, my computer sucks. And the assets that wouldn't load, primarily ladders. Sometimes doors, I think, but mostly the ladders. The ladders not being there was an issue because sometimes you needed them to continue going. And I remember there was at least one instance where I'm trying to figure out where the frick to go, and I'm literally just running around in circles, and something happens, or I just load the game on a whim, and then there's suddenly a ladder where there wasn't one. I think I need copper. I need silver and iron more. I'm trying to find some trouble to get into before I end the episode, which should have been probably 15 minutes ago now. Right. But I also don't mind just running around discovering stuff, though I can understand if no one else finds this to be as interesting as I do. Heard something weird. Alright, let's venture a little further out, and if there's nothing of note, well, that'll be that. At least for this episode. But first, okay, let's get out there and see what there is to see. It's going to be a little further than this. While I'm doing that, I so badly want a good PC, and I'm just neat. Oh crap, that's out somewhere we haven't been before. That looks incredibly interesting. But alas, we follow the X. ourselves a new heading. I'm sort of trying to avoid going out and ending up with a wyvern, because that's just going to make getting around so much less annoying that I feel it might incidentally trivialize a lot of things, or even make it so I just... What's going on here? There's no one to talk to.
Good day.
He says before. What? You think I didn't notice that?
Hey, watch where you're grabbing!
No.
I have no interest in your treasure. Oh, I had to piss. What was I supposed to do? You've lived a spotless life then, have you? I'll see you never do that again. Oh, that bloody hurt. It's not like I'm in the habit of it, but when nature calls...
Now what am I supposed to do with this
never
thing?
did it out on an open
I am
street.
not carrying this. Yeah, that's a city, so that's good to know. I mean, it's a little bit of a spoiler, but it's not like I didn't already have my suspicions. There's a red out here. Well, isn't that fascinating? Okay. And we can just do... I'm pretty sure it's this. That's what I was going for. That's some Really? I mean, it's already lit, so it can't be that. But I mean, there's no reason not to try. Okay. I have no idea what that is. What? Oh, I see what happened. I don't particularly care, though. Where's the thing? It was near this. No, not this.
Come here. All or nothing.
There are a couple of people to talk to here.
You'll find delicious black sea breed near here.
That's nice.
But they're rare. They're tasty, they are. It's scarcely seen. Ever seen those locusts wandering the village? Fat ones are always cute in the scrawny ruts, I say.
Blackberries and raspberries. They're nothing next to elderberries. The finest elderberries grow in Delicia. I could have sworn I saw a foul-looking snapping turtle. Can't quite recall. Perhaps it was near here.
Large species of freshwater turtle with an aggressive temperament. I don't know why this information would be important, but we possess it now.
Can I help you?
Let's make the thing somewhere safe. Okay. Okay, back to the task of figuring out where that weird thing is. It's obviously an abyss creature. I have no idea. Okay. So another theory I had was... Oh, maybe... No dice. Okay. So what about... Maybe we're supposed to sneak up on it and then put the fire out? Could that be it? But it doesn't look like something that has eyes to begin with, so wouldn't it just notice me? Yeah, it appears to have a 360-degree field of view. According to memory, yeah. Okay, let's try this. Stone lantern spider. I beat it. Where are you even supposed to find this? Aquatic. Mysterious, right? Stone lantern spider. Exploding bismuth spider. The spider resembling a stone lantern, often remaining motionless. From afar, it's nearly indistinguishable from a real lantern. When someone approaches, it quickly burrows into the ground to hide. Okay. So the trick I used that you just saw, where I launched myself into the air and then nearly died trying to use Force Palm, that I found out incidentally. Because remember, I accidentally killed someone at some point several episodes ago doing that exact same thing, and I had no idea how I did it. And it's kind of awkward to pull off, especially with that short of a distance between you and the ground. In this particular case, I mean. Where I nearly died. Now, as far as where we are, I'm not interested in this. But I do. What's going on here? I didn't recognize the icon I saw. Oh. Gross. Alright, so next episode, I think we'll actually head out here. And no, I'm not going to catch the guy and then drag him all the way out there. I hate that. It is absurd, and I despise it, and I will not be a party to it. Now, sure, I actually have to walk all the way over here, but that's just the one time. I don't want to carry someone between point A and point B when those points are in-game, probably about 5 minutes of just walking in a single direction. Now, yes, I can run. Yes, I can get a horse. It doesn't change the fact that it's annoying. Nevertheless, I hope you got... I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with another episode, and it will not revolve around this annoying piece of garbage. I cannot be bothered to care. I thought it was an abyss. I thought it was an abyss creature. Shame on me for being wrong. What happens if... I honestly just want them to destroy that guy. Let me run away as far as possible. Till they forget me and just focus on him. There we go. Notice this. Honestly, I really should have been on the lookout for it. Right, I'm supposed to be ending the episode and I got distracted again. Single spark, 7 strikes. Defeats 7 enemies with a single explosion. Not impossible. But what kind of explosion are we talking? And it does give Destruction 3, which is Attack plus 3. Wait. Oh, Goyin's Advice. Advice Operation. Not worth it. Anyway. That is going to do it for us. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow with another episode. And we'll see what sort of trouble we can get up to. And if it doesn't turn into anything, well, We always have the main story to go back to. Just the idea makes me sad. Because I know there's stuff out there, somewhere. But I have to go to those places first. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.